Let me tell you something. When a narcissist turns people against you, when the very ones you trusted walk away without a second thought, it cuts deep. It shakes you to your core. You find yourself asking, why, Lord? Why is this happening to me? But I need you to hear me loud and clear. God is not blind to your suffering. He is not deaf to your cries. And he is not idle when the enemy moves against you. No, my friend, he is working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet see. Number one, God separates you to elevate you. Let's talk about it, because I know somebody out there is feeling this right now. You've been hurt, you've been left, you've been abandoned by the very people you thought would stand beside you forever. And it wasn't just anybody. It was the ones you called family. The ones you shared your secrets with. The ones you prayed for when they were down. They were supposed to be in your corner, but instead, they believed the lies. They listened to the narcissist. They turned their backs on you just like that. As if you meant nothing. I know that pain. It's a pain that keeps you up at night, staring at the ceiling, asking God, why? Why would you let this happen to me? Why would you let these people I loved, walk away like I was nothing? But I need you to hear me with everything in you. God is not punishing you. God is not abandoning you. God is separating you to elevate you. See, sometimes we get so caught up in the love we have for others that we miss the danger they bring into our lives. We hold on to people who are draining us, who are limiting us, who are keeping us from stepping into what God has for us. And because we can't see it, because our hearts are too wrapped up in the history, in the loyalty, in the memories, God has to step in and do what we couldn't do for ourselves. He has to separate us. And let me tell you, separation hurts. It doesn't feel like a blessing when it happens. It feels like a curse. It feels like betrayal. It feels like your whole world is falling apart. But what if I told you that your world isn't falling apart? It's falling into place. That's what God is doing. He is clearing your path. He is making room for the people who are supposed to walk with you into your next season. Because the truth is, you can't carry everyone with you. Some people were only meant to be part of your story for a chapter, not the whole book. And if you try to hold on to them, you will miss what God is trying to do in your life. Think about it. How many times were you there for them? How many times did you show up when no one else did? How many times did you carry their burdens, even when you were barely holding yourself together? And when you needed them, where were they? When the narcissist whispered lies into their ears, did they defend you? Did they stand by you? No. They walked away. But here's the hard truth you need to understand. They didn't leave you. God removed them. Because God saw what you couldn't see. He heard the conversations behind your back. He saw their hearts when you only saw their smiles. He knew that their presence in your life was holding you back, keeping you small, keeping you distracted. And God loves you too much to let you stay stuck in relationships that were draining the life out of you. So he allowed the narcissist to do what they do best: divide and destroy. But what the enemy meant for evil, God is using for your good. The narcissist thought they were winning, thought they were turning everyone against you, thought they were isolating you so you would break. But what they didn't realize was that God was isolating you so he could build you. See, elevation requires separation. You cannot rise while you are chained to the wrong people. You cannot step into your purpose while you are surrounded by those who don't respect it. And sometimes God has to allow you to be hurt so that you will finally let go. I know it's hard. I know you miss them. I know you replay the conversations in your head, wondering if you could have done something different. But hear me, you did nothing wrong. This was not your fault. This was God's plan. Because where he's taking you, they could not go. You are being prepared for something greater. You are being set apart for a higher calling. And that requires a different kind of strength, a strength that can only be built in the wilderness. So if you find yourself alone, If you feel like everyone has turned their back on you, if you feel like you're walking through this season by yourself, don't be discouraged. God is with you.